I'm Jean, your creative quantum coach, and welcome back to my winter water element series. Thank you so much for joining me today. In the last episode, we learned all about the energetics and the physiology of the kidneys and the urinary bladder. We discovered how deeply our outer world reflects our internal world, and that our Jing energy is the fundamental substance in the body that makes everything run smoothly for our optimal physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Today, we will explore the premier food choices for the season to help support the winter water element. We will also discover the best ways to cook and eat these ideal foods that will support our kidneys and our urinary bladders. Finally, we will unveil the lifestyle choices and the habits that will help to reduce cold in our bodies and fear in our hearts. Now, as we move through the winter months, we slowly descend into the darkness and cold in the womb of hibernation. We can take care of ourselves and our health by conserving our strength and replenishing our energy for the upcoming spring and summer months. I want to take a moment to acknowledge that right now in the history of the planet, we are experiencing one of the largest energetic shifts ever documented. Every single day, our nervous system is being traumatized by the violence and the fear that we are witnessing in our communities and in the media. And simultaneously, we are being flooded with new light and knowledge of how to create the new earth that we are rebirthing as a collective. In the spirit of the kidney energy, we are at the pinnacle of death and rebirth. Old systems are crumbling and falling away so that we can rebirth our vision. The winter spirit of je or will is connected to fear. And in today's social media, externally focused, fast-paced world, this ancient concept resonates deeply with all of the issues we are facing in our communities. Je or will is the aspect within us that is focused with intention, aspiration, and ambition for what we desire to bring forth in life. And within the character for will, we see the character for heart. And right now, it is crucial to tap into our hearts. So if you haven't subscribed on the creativequantumcoach.com yet, please make sure you do so right now so that you receive my free seasonal heart coherence meditation. It's a simple, quick way to achieve heart coherence first thing every morning. Now, our modern life often injures our will and depletes our kidney energy through chronic stress, overworking, poor sleep, and toxins. This manifests as burnout, procrastination, or a sense of purposelessness, which can leave us feeling very disconnected. Our will creates our wellness practices and promotes resilience and focus. So athletes and performers draw on this trait for mental endurance, recovery, and determination. Enhancing our will naturally involve nourishing the kidneys through lifestyle, diet, and mindfulness practices. Since our will draws from our Jing, preserving and building this essence is key. Replenishing Jing takes a long time and it requires changes to your diet, lifestyle, and spirituality. But there's one convenient way to start changing it fast, and that's to add microalgae, chlorella, spirulina, wild blue-green algae to our diet, which happens to be the main ingredient in the Purium Power Shake that we use on our transformations. You can also add Solomon seal, nettles, royal jelly, and bee pollen to a list of amazing additions that build your Jing. As we discussed in the previous episodes, winter is time for internal work. Schedule more time to discover yourself through reflection, meditation, yoga, journaling, dream work, and breath work. These are all great winter activities, and they can also help us work through fear and depression. Physical practices are essential, like Qigong exercises that follow the slow flow of the water element, flowing movements which cultivate our will by circulating our qi to the kidneys. Acupuncture and self-care techniques amplify these efforts, and they are cumulative, so they build momentum as we continue showing up for ourselves. One activity that I practice every morning is scripting. Engaging in reflective practices like journaling will align you with your purposeful nature in life. Start gradually building a practice by turning on a beautiful piece of music and just watching your breath for 2 minutes. followed by writing a paragraph every morning, then gradually extend activities by 5 minutes or so. Success is cumulative and consistency is vital. These methods foster sustainability, willpower over time, and the kidney may be nourished also through food, herbal medicine, water, sexual empowerment, working through trauma, emotional vulnerability, letting go, softening, and contentment in our lives. Being in water, whether that's in the oceans, lakes, rivers, or hot mineral pools, a bathtub, or a shower, helps us to nourish and calm the kidney. So those of you that are in frozen, snow-filled climates right now, you can take a hot shower and use that water element to renew, calm, and clear away stagnant energy. Remember, my friends, the elements are here to assist us in our transformation, so please use them. The kidney may also be spiritually nourished by simple contemplation of your direction and intention in life and exploring ways to express and embody this. The kidney loves time for quiet, rest, activities, and sleep. This supports our healthy sleep cycles, which get closer to the rhythm of the sun setting and rising. So prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of sleep nightly to replenish your jing, we can manage our stress through meditation and avoid overexertion. And of course, staying warm, if you're sensitive to the cold, can help minimize the cold affecting your kidneys. In Chinese medicine, the color of the winter season is black, and the flavor which relates to the kidneys is salty. So consuming kidney tonifying foods like black beans, black sesame seeds, black rice, or forbidden rice is highly nutritious for us. Eating seaweed and kelp are good for iodine and mineral replenishment and to support the water element balance. Blackberries, blueberries, and mulberries support our jing, and the root of many plants are also considered to have medicinal effects on the kidneys because of the roots of the plants corresponding symbolically to the root energy of our bodies. Root vegetables like carrots, parsnips, turnips, beets, garlics, and onion boost our immunity and add warmth to our bodies. Cucumber, watermelon, Napa cabbage, winter melon, celery, corn, kiwi, and green tea all assist to clear heat and quench thirst to promote our urination, and that supports our bladder. They also warm the kidney yang and boost our kidney essence, strengthening our lumbar. Legumes like kidney beans, azuki beans, are excellent for draining water and dampness. Nuts and seeds are also great in the wintertime as they relate to fertility and growth, which is governed by the kidney meridian. This includes flax seeds, pumpkin, sunflower, black sesame, walnuts, and almonds, which all nourish kidney yang energy. Now, walnuts especially provide warmth and nourishment to our brain and our bone marrow. Fun fact is that if you've ever noticed, when you look at a walnut, it looks like a little brain and it has 2 hemispheres. And this is an example of an indigenous and ancient medicine practice throughout the world known in the West as the doctrine of signatures. We can also see the same theory at work when we look at the kidney-shaped foods like kidney beans, and it's expressed in Chinese medicine as the idea of resonance of qi. The resonance of things in nature which look the same, and the principle of harmony in nature. Warming herbs like ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, clove, and black pepper also boost our immunity and add warmth to our system. Cooking methods like soups, stews, and slow cooking and crock pot type methods are the best for the winter time and help build our kidneys up. And when we look at our bladder health and gentle cleansing, we could use celery, cucumber. These are all helpful for maintaining fluid balance and reducing inflammation in our bodies. Similar to the fall, eating pears cooked or stewed adds moisture to the bladder as well as the lungs. The foods, of course, to avoid in the winter and reduce are cold, raw foods like smoothies, iced drinks, salads, excessive raw foods, because they could create too much dampness in our system. While salt is associated with the kidneys, excessive amounts can damage them. Water, of course, is highly important in the body, with a large percentage of our bodies being made of water. The kidneys really appreciate drinking a lot of water, friends, so try your best. And good quality water, like structured water or mineral or spring water, which is filtered by the life force and the minerals deep in the earth. Adaptogenic herbs like holy basil, ashwagandha, astragalus, oat straw, and rhodiola strengthen the kidney and adrenal. They boost our immunity and lift depression and help to ease anxiety. Essential oils like geranium, ylang ylang, jasmine, and basil can be used in a diffuser to strengthen our water element. The floral oils nourish our yin and lift our spirits and connect with the inner beauty and our essence. Basil is often used in blends for fatigue, depression, focus, and memory. In the winter, we become naturally inclined to seek out things that bring us light and joy. The season calls for making deeper connections to those close to you, but without overextending yourself. A mindful balance of the fire yang activity and joy mixed with water, yin, stillness, and introspection can be helpful to our psyche and our well-being. So now that we understand all of the optimal foods and lifestyle habits for the winter, we could see that traditional Chinese medicine is a vast ocean of knowledge when it comes to seasonal food therapy. So stay tuned for the next episode where we're revealing the traditional Chinese medicine secrets to a joyful menopause. Happy transforming and love you.